but he had him a little portable still. He'd take this little still and he could carry it and go into anywhere in the woods he wanted to.
Yeah.
And usually he went to an area that didn't have water close by.
Okay.
Because you need water to make whiskey. And he would carry the water in gallon jugs to the still every day till he got all the water that he needed, and then he'd do his run of whiskey. And but Bill made whiskey all over the place. He built a house down there at Crossroads, which is right over the hill from Mr. Choice's house, and they lived there for a few months. And I think he got a job in Mobile, and mysteriously the house burned down.
What? Oh my God!
I think he burned his house.
Wow.
So,
Got that job in Mobile, and he just
well,
closed all his loose ends.
he was like Chris. He worked in Mobile just about all his life.
Okay.
Uncle Bill lost a finger? Was it him or somebody else?
I'm sorry?
One of Merle's brothers lost a finger.
I don't remember.
One of them lost a finger. Don't remember how, but a few days later he was in the back of a pickup truck. Somebody slammed on the brakes and it knocked his finger back off. They had to take it and have it sewed back on.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. I don't remember.
There's more to it than that. Or is that,
I just thought that's pretty hardcore. You got your finger chopped off, had it sewed back on. A few days later, you knocked it back off.
The house that we lived in, Daddy, Mama,
was Mr. Douse in the store's house, wasn't it?
well, we lived down there at Grandpa Pugh's house. They actually come and live with us.
Yeah, okay.
And but it ended up being Grandpa Pugh's house before it was over with, because we moved up the road to the Joe Livingston.
To the house they lived in when they died.
The house, yeah, that they died, but Murdy Livingston was Joe Livingston. Murdy was Uncle Joe's wife. But when she was a young girl, one of her brothers had an axe, and they was splitting stove wood, and they started. She put her fingers out there, and they'd come up with the axe. Well, she pulled it away when the axe came down.
Yeah.
Well, somebody came down the road, and Aunt Murdy didn't pull her fingers away. Cut off two of her fingers.
What's up, Jerry Garcia lost his finger. His brother, he was holding the wood for his brother who was chopping it. They had an accident.
Yeah, she'd pull him she'd pull him back, but she looked down the road at somebody else and
Don't be
forgot to pull
distracted
him
by
back.
that shore. Do you know many stories about Merle or any of the other guys in the family going up to Detroit?
Going up to Detroit, Uncle Walter and Daddy and Uncle Wood was going up to Detroit, and it was Wood's first trip, and they would stop. There wasn't no super highways then. They was all just 1 lane or 2 lane roads, and Uncle Wood was riding in the back seat, and Daddy and Uncle Walter was driving, and Daddy was riding the passenger side. They stopped at a little country store and went in to get some sandwich stuff so they could make sandwiches while they was going, because it took them the better part of 2 days to go to Detroit, and they let's see what my memory ain't so good, but they went into this country store and bought some food, and they said, Walter said, be sure and get some cheese, and Uncle Wood said, no, don't get no cheese for me. I don't eat cheese. I don't like cheese. Well, they got the food, put it in the back seat, started driving down the road. After they drove down the road a few miles, they stopped on the side of the road and they was going to make some sandwiches. And they started looking around for the cheese, and they couldn't find no cheese. Uncle Wood, he said he didn't want nothing but damn cheese. He didn't eat that damn cheese. But he'd eat up all the cheese that they bought. Sitting in the back seat of the car.
Ain't no damn cheese.
He didn't eat that damn cheese.
Didn't one of them get in some kind of illegal prize fight in Detroit?
Do what?
Didn't one of Merle's brothers get in some kind of illegal prize fight in Detroit?
I don't know.
Aren't they always fist fighting in the streets?
I don't know.
Adults?
A lot of, there's a lot of things I don't remember that I used to remember.
I believe it was Walter. I believe Walter beat somebody up there that was some kind of champion street fighter.
Well, I don't know, but I know that when they was on strike, at one of the
Kroger strike?
at Kroger probably, that they was working at, the police was there to keep order, and Daddy threw a half a brick and it hit this cop, and
Okay.
the cop started, who in the hell threw that brick, and he kept ranting and raving about it, and I asking everybody who threw that brick, and Daddy stepped up to him and said, what would you do if I told you I threw that brick? He said, I think you's a damn liar, Smith.
Now during that strike, Merle and a bunch of other people got arrested for murder.
I didn't know that.
Yep, I remember what Grandpa told me. They didn't hold him long. They arrested a bunch of people he was with for murder. But they didn't hold him long.
Shakes it off.
I mean, he was telling me, because that's when the Jimmy Hoffa movie come out with
And I go,
Jack Nicholson playing Jimmy
hold on a
Hoffa.
second.
Jimmy Hoffa?
And I told him, Grandpa, I said, I'm going to get a VCR and look at that movie and bring it up here and let you watch it. He said, no, he didn't want to watch the movie.
Today you are gonna learn life skills.
Because he had just told me, because I knew Jimmy Hoffa like the back of my hand. I used to ride the carpool with him every day.
Yeah, Daddy had a union card from the union, signed by Jimmy Hoffa, and
That might be worth something.
when he died, it was in the old pictures and stuff there at the house.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing else.
You done run out of all the good stories.
Yeah.